Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grateful. We can find all the lessons of A plus students.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password. As they verify the administrator, then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to page 4 math, then click all lessons. Here you can find the list of chapters. We're going to start with the chapter functions. The lesson. So please make sure you have your microphone connected so that you can have the important examples and definitions as well. And I'm on page 4 now. Chapter here right now is functions. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is input and output tables, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Find a rule and complete the table. So you need to find the relationship between input and output. So 12, 6, 14, 7, 16, 8. That is 10 and 5, 18 and 9. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the rule and complete the table. So here we have 3 and 6, then the missing number 10, 7, 14, 8, 16, 9. So basically 3 times 2 is 6, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16, and 9 times 2, right? So what number times 2 is 10? That is 5 times 2 is 10, and 10 times 2 is 12. So the missing numbers are 5 and 10. The correct option is 5 and 10. Option that is missing correct option. Find the rule and complete the table. Find the rule and complete the table. 12 and 2, 13 and 3, 17, 7, 18, 8. So what numbers are missing? So subtracting 10 from every line, right? So then here we have 14 minus 10 is 4, 20 minus 10 is 10. Missing numbers are 14 and 20. Option number 2 is incorrect. Find the rule and complete the table. Three divided by three is one. 6 divided by three is two. Then 9 divided by three is three. And then 15 divided by three is five. So the missing numbers are 3 and 5. Option number 3 is the correct option. That is 3, 5. Find a rule and complete the table. 11 minus 2 is 9. 13 minus 2 is 11. 15 minus 2 is 13. And 16 minus 2 is 14. And 20 minus 2 is 18. So the missing numbers are 16 and 18. Option number 1 is the correct option. The missing numbers are 16 and 18. Option number 1 is the correct. Find a rule and complete the table. The missing numbers are that is 1 and 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the rule and complete the table. 8 minus 1 is 7. 9 minus 1 is 8. 12 minus 1 is 13. So 8 minus 1 is 7. That is 7 and 12. So the 7 and 14. Correct option is 7 and 14. Find the rule and complete the table. That is 10 divided by 2 is 5. 12 divided by 2 is 6. That is 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then 20 divided by 2 is 10. So the missing values are 16 and 10. The correct option is 16 and 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. It is the presentation will be the next lesson. Complete a table for two variable relationship. Read the following description of the relationship. Andy's parrot is 3 years older than his cat. Let C represents the cat's age and B represents the parrot age. Complete the table using the equation or given the equation that is C equals C plus C. 3. So you are given C equals 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 4. So option number that is 4. Let's just start with the test questions. Read the following description of the relationship. Complete a table using the equation B equals A plus 4. So B equals A plus 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. Then 3 plus 4 is 7. So here we have 7. The correct option is option number 2, that is 7. Read the following description of a relationship. Complete the table using the equation F equals S plus 3. One plus 3 is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is option number 2 is the correct option, that is complete the table using the equation W equals M plus 2. So with the missing value is that is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4 plus 2 is 6. Complete the table using the equation bar B equals Y plus 8. So which value is missing? The correct option is 8 plus 3 is 11. So your missing number is 11. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation C equals T plus 10. So which is the correct option? Complete the table using the equation C equals T plus 10. That is 10 plus 1 is 11. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation T equals S plus 6. That is 2 plus 6 is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table using the equation C equals A plus 5. That is 3 plus 5 is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 8. Complete the table using the equation C equals T plus 9. That is 1 plus 9 is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. The Complete the table using the equation C equals A plus 2. So one plus option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Let me just move it to the next lesson. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between S and H. So you have to find now the relationship, right? To look at the table, you need to find what number is added to S. So 6 plus what number is 16? 7 plus what number is 14? So find the relationship between those two values, right? So 6 plus 10 is 16. 7 plus 10 is 17. 8 plus 10 is 18. And 9 plus 10 is 90. Okay. So that means 8 equals S plus 10. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, the equation that represents the relationship between W and M. So 6 minus what number is 1? That is 6 minus 5 is 1. 7 minus 5 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 9 minus 5 is 1. So that means you need to subtract 5 every time. The correct option is W minus 5. Option W is the correct option. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between M and B. Four minus two is two. Five minus two is three. Six minus two is four. So that means the equation is F B equals M minus two. Option number two is the correct option. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between B and C. So which is the correct option. That is B equals C plus 4 plus 8. 5 plus 8. So that is we have to add 8 equals C. C equals B plus 8. The correct option is we need to add 8. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between A and B. So which is the correct option? B equals A plus that is B equals A plus 10. Option number one is the correct option. We need to add 10. Complete the equation that represents the relationship between Y and B. That is y plus 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. 8 it is. Complete question that represents the relationship between W and C. That is C equals W minus 2. Option number 3 is the correct. Complete equation that represents the relationship between P and S, which is the correct option. The correct option is S equals P minus 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete that exam by yourself right away. So we were working on grade 4 math. Chapter we're working on instructions. The lessons we have covered today are introductory table with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Complete a table for a two variable relationship and write a two variable equation. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions and lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the question in the chat box and here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Please ask questions if you have any and here to answer all those questions and confusions if you have any. No questions. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.